guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am talking all about my extensions. I have long hair now and I normally have very short hair, so obviously something's changed and I'm so excited to tell you guys all about it. So I do have my notes right here to talk to you guys about it because I want to be very detailed and go over as much as I can with you. Just because I think that's really helpful. I am just gonna hop right in and first off say I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I do not think the brand that I got these from even knows I'm making this video. I have not contacted them, they have not contacted me. I bought these completely with my own money, but this is gonna kind of sound like a sponsored video because I'm going into the brand and into the specific hair that I chose because that's really important when you're buying tape and extensions. So this is not sponsored, but it is very detailed. First things first, I got these done for the wedding, and the reason I got tape-ins was because they are very comfortable and they last 5 to 8 weeks, I believe, and so, or 6 to 9, one of those two. And that is perfect. I only needed them for like 3.5 weeks. It's good to know that I will get some extra lifespan out of this hair, and it's not even the hair, it's just the placement of the tape, so you have to get moved up. The hair will last months and months, like 6 months I think, or something, like 9 months or something like that, depending on how good you take care of it. But so the brand that I ended up choosing was Zala, and it's an Australian company, but I've done a ton of research, like seriously hours of research before getting these extensions, finding the best brand. And the reason I chose Zala was because it hit all of my categories. So it hit price, it hit shipping, it hit quality, it hit lots of reviews, and the type of hair. Quality and type of hair kind of go together, but I'll explain that in a little bit. So the price was hands down the best I've ever seen. They do this thing where if you buy a pack and then you add another pack, you get it for less than what the original pack is. So it kind of just like adds on instead of being like 2 full packs. So that's good. I think I ended up spending, I got 2 packs total of the 16-inch Beach Blonde, and I spent with shipping a total of like $155, which is insane because that's the price of normal like clip-ins or not very good other extensions, and these are amazing. And so that's why I was like I was saying, I got 2 packs, and I would recommend 3 bare minimum for anybody if you have thin, medium, or thick hair. Like you need 3 packs minimum, because I have very thin, fine, short hair, and I actually have 2 things of clip-ins in right now because I wore my hair down to work today and I wanted it to not be super see-through. So I ordered a 3rd pack. I ordered 1 more pack so that I can get them in and it'll be thicker and more voluminous just by itself. It looks fine by itself, but I like the voluminous look. So 3 packs bare minimum, and that's still a really great deal, and that's basically like the normal one. So number 2 is the quality, and quality and type kind of go together like I was saying. So the quality of this hair is amazing. It's a AAA, and then it's Remy European hair, which is super, super important if you have thin hair, if you have fine hair, short hair, or blonde hair. Those things are so, so, so important because instead of other companies use just Remy hair and they don't specify where it's from, usually it's from India or China where they can get hair, really long hair, and they can say that it's Remy human hair because it is, but then they have to try to dye it blonde, and that means it's going to be coarse, it's going to be a little bit rough, and it's going to have some black strands hidden in there because they can't hit every single strand. And that's hard for me because being so blonde, especially for the wedding, and getting so blonde and then getting blonde extensions, I wanted it to feel like my hair, I wanted it to look like my hair and not be coarse, and I wanted it to actually color match without being yellow because it got dyed from black to blonde, just be a normal tone. And so that's why I love that it's the AAA Remy European hair, because that just means it's finer, it's a little bit softer, it's not coarse, and it's a lot easier to dye blonde or keep blonde than it is if it was black hair. So that's super, super important to me as someone who has short, fine, thin, and blonde hair. That hit all of my categories, and that was definitely an A+, that it was that type of hair. So number 3 was reviews. This was huge for me because just like right now, I'm filming a review for YouTube. So I went to YouTube to watch reviews. And I saw so many good ones. I saw huge name people trying this hair out, loving it, saying they've used it for a month. And then I saw little names like me, like nobody's, just regular girls like me, saying they loved it, they tried it, great price, great hair, all of these things. So I felt like it was a really good mix of like really popular people who liked it a lot, and then just regular names like me who liked it and spent their own money on it and were happy with the results, which is what I was doing. So I really wanted to know how that was working. So that is why I chose Zala, because it hit all my categories and just was like perfect. It was the best hair choice that I could have made. And I was at my stylist when she was putting them in, and she kept saying how good of a job I did for researching and finding hair that would match my hair, not even just color wise. She kept saying that it's the best quality hair she's ever felt. She always recommends babe hair to people, and I'm not a big fan of babe hair. And so she was like, this is amazing, what brand is it? And she told like 4 different stylists at that salon about this, because it's such a good price and it's such good quality hair that she was like, oh my gosh. So A+, right? So my next tip is that it's super important to find a stylist who has done these before and has done the removal, so they know the entire process. Because the stylist I went to, as much as I really like her, I don't think she knew what she was doing. She kept asking people what to do, and I've had tape-ins before, and I've put my mom's tape-ins in for her before. I've moved them up, so I have a pretty good idea of what's going on and what is comfortable on your head. I have so many random pieces of hair from like over here stuck into the clip that's right here, and it's the most uncomfortable thing because you can't comb right there, or you can't break that hair, or else you just broke the hair. You literally just ripped the hair out of your head. And so you have to be so careful with having a very clean, very easy, simple workplace. You have to just technique is everything when it comes to these, and I have learned that by having these hair done, by watching people's videos, and by doing my mom's. And my stylist definitely did not do that. I have so many pieces that are caught everywhere, and it's just horrible. But if you have a stylist who knows what they're doing and can keep a clean workspace and not get any straggle hairs in there and have the right placement chart, then you'll be perfect. These are so comfortable. It doesn't feel like I have any in. Like sometimes I forget and I'm like, wait, how do I have long hair? Like, I don't feel any aches or anything. The first day, you get a little headache or a little itch, but other than that, it's totally fine. So, so, so comfortable. And I have very thin hair, and I have a cowlick in the back right here. Like, this little hair always sticks up, but it hides all of these extensions. Like, you can't see it at all. Okay, so my last tip is care, and this is the biggest one I can ever tell you. Always, always, always sleep with your hair in a braid, either a French braid on the back, 2 side braids, or a like loose, like 1 side braid. It's so important because it doesn't get tangles here, and it keeps the tapes when they grow out from matting and from getting super gross or super tangly, and so it's so important that you do that. Also, if you can use a silk pillowcase, it just helps the frizzes and helps keep your extensions, the life of these, a little bit longer instead of getting frizzy and broken off like normal hair does. And then keep your conditioner away from your roots and away from the tape, or else it starts lifting them and pulling them apart. Just condition your hair and take your time. Condition your hair, condition the bottoms, and you can shampoo the top, but keep the oils and keep the conditioner away from your scalp so that you can keep the tape longevity a little bit longer and keep it healthy. And then when you're straightening or curling, always start like mid shaft and then twirl your way up, but don't ever start right here and get the tape hot, or else it'll get super gummy and sticky and get on the rest of your hair and break off your hair or make it super hard for removal. And if you're straightening and you pull it too hard, you can even pull the tape out if you've heated it up too much. So just be careful with those things. They won't come out on their own, but there is a couple things you do need to know and not do to care for them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this answered some of your questions about tape and extensions, how to care for them, what to do, how to get them, things like that. If you are interested in getting tape-ins, make sure to check out Zala Hair. Again, I'm not sponsored at all, but I really love this brand, and if other people are interested, I want to share this good brand and the good hair with you guys and just tell you about it. So thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!